Well, I'm sure that I officially look terrible, and I don't care. Um, so it is Saturday morning, uh, the first? No, Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. Because we left Arizona and just so happened on the way back to our where we live, our plane stopped in Houston. Well, my mom started hospice yesterday and was transferred to my sister's house. And so instead of continuing on the flight, I hopped off the plane. Well, we got out of the plane. I got my family pointed in the right direction, and I went outside, and my brother-in-law picked me up. So we're here now, and spent the night here last night. My mom um, didn't want to eat. My brother-in-law cooked salmon, which was her favorite. Then eventually she indicated that she would, be interested in some breakfast. So, not breakfast, dinner. So we wheeled her in, and she had some sweet potatoes and broccoli, and we got a caregiver to help us through the night, uh, which is, I'm really glad we did. Sometimes, okay, you feel guilty about these things. I felt a little bit guilty about these things. But I got up about 6:30. The caregiver's taking notes all night, and my mom wanted to be up and down, and she was anxious and talking throughout the night, just sort of delirious. She was talking about the snake pits in the forest, things like that. And so I'm glad we had a caregiver here to help, because once the caregiver leaves in a few minutes, we'll be the caregivers, my sister and I, and her husband. So it has been when I first went to bed, I could hear them some, and I thought about coming downstairs, but I didn't want to create that pattern. And I'm glad I didn't, because it was just was the days and nights mixed up, the sundowners, the anxiety. Belinda, the caregiver, has done a really good job, I think. When I came down this morning and made myself a cup of coffee, and my mom got sat up for a little bit, and then she lay back down, and I said, "You want me to lie down with you?" So we scooted her over a little, and I tried to lay down there in the bed with her. It was kind of hard. I didn't want to squish her. I mean, I can only get my shoulders so skinny. But I did that. I was glad I did that for a few minutes. And so she continues to try to rest, and she talks about needing to sleep, then she can't sleep. So again, days and nights are mixed up. The sun's come up now, and so it'll be a little bit more light outside, so hopefully the sundowners won't affect her, that syndrome. And we'll see how the day goes. The nurse is coming back at 11:30 today. We tried to give her some anti-anxiety medication last night. It didn't really work. I don't think it worked. So in order for her to get rest, we'll probably have to go to something stronger, something in the narcotic family. So that's what's going on. You've heard me talk about it if you've been watching, and so here I am having my coffee, trying to let her rest. I'm not in there now, just by the way, because the caregiver is good, but she tends to want to talk, and I think if there's talking going on, my mom will probably want to engage or thinks she needs to be awake. So the classical music's playing. Thank you, Alexa. And all right, we'll see how things go. I'll let you know tomorrow.